History in Washington, D.C. this afternoon after the House of Representatives voted to remove its speaker for the first time. Our Michael Anthony now joins us live with reaction. Michael?
Joe, 8 Republicans joined with Democrats to oust now former Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The move was made following passage of a stopgap funding bill that some Republicans argue continues to extend Democratic policies in a Republican-led chamber. Now, North Dakota Representative Kelly Armstrong has been in support of McCarthy and was against the motion to vacate today. He called it silly and a waste of time.
We have another government shutdown coming in 45 days, and instead we are going to aggrandize and devolve the House into chaos because certain people are more interested in that chaos than they are in actually delivering results to their constituents.
Republicans have a slim majority in the House, but with a divide between that party, the vacancy will remain open until a compromise is reached. Now, whoever the Republican speaker will be, Joe, they can't afford to lose more than 5 Republican votes. No word yet on when the House will reconvene. Joe?
And Mike, with McCarthy's ouster today, this also impacts continuity of government. So who would be next in line in the presidential succession after Vice President Harris?
Now, I believe that honor would go to Washington Senator Patty Murray, the Senate pro tempore, until the House Speaker position is filled. But for now, as we know, there is now no Speaker of the House. Back to you, Joe.
All right. Thank you so much for that report, Mike.